Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Todd Chrisley slams living with wicked Savannah. Todd Chrisley is slamming having to live with his wicked daughter, Savannah Chrisley. She moved into her parents' Nashville home when they went off to prison. This allowed her to raise her younger siblings, but now Todd has had enough. Keep reading for more details on what he had to say. Todd Chrisley slams living with wicked Savannah. Savannah Chrisley moved into her parents' Nashville home when they were convicted and sentenced to a collective 19 years. She would be raising her younger siblings, Grayson and Chloe Chrisley, so this was the best option. Savannah worked her tail off, and in May 2025, Julie and Todd Chrisley were pardoned by President Trump and released within a day. They have since returned to their home in Nashville with plans to relocate. Yet Todd is really over having to live with Savannah. He has talked about how they butted heads once he got home, which she could not stand. Now he spoke openly with his wife, Julie, on their podcast, Chrisley Confessions 2.0. He referred to their daughter, Savannah, as Griselda, and was clearly over this living arrangement. Todd and Julie both noted that being out and living life is harder than prison. They added that life keeps moving on the outside, but when you're locked up, it all comes to a complete halt. Moreover, Todd shared that it is his family who keeps him up at night, and joked that the inmates he was with were not as bad as his own clan. It appears that Julie and Todd Chrisley are trying to get back into the swing of things, as well as their own ways. Unfortunately, it is a very hard adjustment, and living with Savannah does not make it any easier. However, she has stated that she is getting her own condo, so this arrangement should not last much longer. Fans had to laugh at how Todd spoke about Savannah, aka Griselda. Now, they want to hear from his mother, Nanny Faye, and see how she feels. Keep talking, Todd? Chrisley knows best. Fans love hearing from Julie and Todd Chrisley. They do feel that she had a far harder time behind bars than he did. Moreover, they have said she has a darkness around her, which is heartbreaking. At the same time, his stories have been relatable, and many are just happy that he is home with his family. Some wondered why Savannah was Todd's roommate, maybe not realizing that they are all cohabiting. Hopefully, the new family reality series will show some quirky interactions between Savannah and Todd Chrisley, because that dynamic would be hilarious. In a jaw-dropping turn of events, Todd Chrisley is speaking out, and not about the prison system or Southern etiquette this time. In a candid, eyebrow-raising interview with a close friend who allegedly leaked the audio, Todd shocked fans by unleashing a torrent of frustration aimed directly at his daughter, Savannah Chrisley, calling their relationship more exhausting than prison, and referring to her as wicked with a Gucci purse. The audio, reportedly recorded during a monitored prison call, captures Todd at a moment of emotional honesty. While the Chrisley family has often painted a glossy image of unity in the face of adversity, cracks are beginning to show, and this time, they're wide enough for the whole world to see. She thinks she runs the world. I swear to you, living with Savannah, even if it's over the phone, feels like being micromanaged by a blonde dictator in stilettos, Todd was heard saying on the recording. She thinks she runs the world because she's got a podcast and an Instagram filter. Savannah has indeed stepped up in her parents' absence. Since Todd and Julie's incarceration, she has taken custody of her younger siblings, Grayson and Chloe, launched a successful podcast, and frequently appears in the media as the Chrisley family spokesperson. But according to Todd, the role has gone to her head. Every time I talk to her, he continued, it's Dad, don't say that. Dad, behave. Dad, I had to go on Dr. Phil for you. I'm like, girl, calm down. You ain't Olivia Pope. Sources close to the family say that Todd's playful banter has evolved into legitimate tension behind the scenes. While Savannah has always prided herself on being the strong, stylish Southern woman her parents raised her to be, it seems Todd may now be regretting that exact upbringing. She's living in my house like she owns it. At one point in the leaked call, Todd accused Savannah of turning the family estate into her own instructors coming to the house, turning my prayer room into a Pilates studio, and putting Himalayan salt lamps in every corner, he fumed. And don't even get me started on that rescue dog she brought in who thinks my leather recliner is a chew toy. Family insiders say Savannah has made several home renovations since her parents' sentencing, including converting one guest room into a content creation space and installing a custom wine fridge in the kitchen, despite the Chrisley's long history of teetotaling. It's like she's rewriting who we are while I'm in here wearing beige and trying to survive on instant oatmeal, Todd said bitterly. She's living like a Bravo housewife while I'm over here trying to get a spoon that's not bent. A battle of control and personality. Friends of the family say this father-daughter feud has been simmering for months. Todd, once the undisputed head of the Chrisley empire, now finds himself at the mercy of Savannah's choices. And he's not handling the shift in power gracefully. She's bossy, stubborn, and she always has to have the last word, Todd allegedly said. And I wonder who she learned that from? Oh wait, it was me. I raised a mini version of myself, and now I can't stand her. Savannah has not publicly responded to the leaked audio, but fans are already buzzing. Her social media posts from earlier this week showed her smiling at a rooftop dinner with friends, captioned, "Trust your gut. Block the noise. Keep going." Many now wonder if that was a subtle dig at her dad's rant. Julie's silence is deafening. While Todd's criticisms of Savannah have gone viral, fans also noticed Julie Chrisley's absence from the drama. A source inside the family says Julie is deeply saddened by the rift and has tried to mediate when possible. Julie told Todd he was being too harsh, the source explained. She said Savannah's doing the best she can. But Todd just snapped, saying, "If this is her best, Lord help us all." Julie, known for her calm and nurturing demeanor, has reportedly been the only voice of reason amid the chaos. She's praying for peace, but Todd is on a verbal warpath, the insider said. The price of responsibility. It's no secret Savannah has taken on a tremendous amount of responsibility. Juggling a public career, custody of 2 minors, and her family's crumbling public image would test even the strongest of people. But Todd doesn't seem to appreciate her efforts, at least not in the heat of the moment. She acts like she's a martyr, Todd ranted. You'd think she was carrying the weight of the world instead of just 2 kids, a podcast, and a dog named Bentley. But fans aren't entirely siding with Todd. Many have praised Savannah for stepping up when her parents were sent away, noting that she's done more than most 26-year-olds could ever handle. One fan tweeted, "Todd Chrisley calling Savannah wicked is rich coming from a man who's in prison for fraud. Let that girl live." Will the Chrisleys recover? Despite the drama, some believe the rift is temporary, a product of stress, ego, and the painful reality of long-term incarceration. Families fight, a source close to the family said, especially ones as outspoken and dramatic as the Chrisleys. But at the end of the day, they love each other. Todd's bark is worse than his bite. But others believe this public spat could permanently fracture their once tight-knit dynamic. As Savannah becomes more independent, the question looms. Will she ever hand back the crown to her father? Final thoughts. Todd Chrisley may be living behind bars, but that hasn't stopped him from making headlines and starting fires from the inside. His fiery criticisms of daughter Savannah paint a picture of a man grappling with loss of control, power, and perhaps even a twinge of jealousy. Calling her wicked may have been exaggerated, but it's clear Todd is struggling with Savannah's rise as the new face of the family. Whether their relationship can recover remains to be seen, but one thing's certain, the Chrisleys are never boring.